Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here once again with another video on The Flash. Yep, you've guessed it, Season 6. So we are near the end. No, don't want to scare you all, not the end of the world, but the end of this randomly, long break or hiatus, whatever you want to call it, for The Flash and the other DC TV shows with the episodes left to air. So it's a good thing. We were a bit scared at the beginning we thought the end of the world was coming. No, it's a good thing. The break or hiatus with The Flash is almost over. Now we only have 5 days left until we return to Central City and the adventures of Team Flash. I think from today, from when this video should go up. But what was posted online exactly a week before, or if you want a specific number, 7 days, before The Flash returns to our screens, was some new promo stuff, which has some pretty interesting things to go over, which of course we will be doing throughout this video, because that's what we do. But yeah, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your various opinions and thoughts in the comment section down below in regards to what we go over, because I'm intrigued to see what you guys think in regards to how some of this stuff could be, well, just taken in, and how many, different thoughts and opinions that come from it, because yeah, it can be translated a couple different ways, I guess. But yeah, leave all those thoughts and opinions down in the comments. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support and excitement for what's coming. It takes 2 seconds, supports the channel. But just quickly, before we go over these promo images, there's actually a synopsis, which we've gone over before, but just it's actually important to go over it again because it'll preface some stuff that's actually in these promo images. So yeah. After Black Hole hires Ragdoll to kill Joe, Singh suggests he go into Winter's protection, but Joe refuses to stop investigating Carver. While investigating Carver with Cisco, Ralph runs into Sue. Iris becomes suspicious of Eva. So yeah, there's a decent amount going on in that synopsis, but one thing that a lot of people have picked up that isn't in that synopsis is that there's no Barry. The word Barry isn't even in that synopsis. Now, the reason that was not in there is because I think what he's doing in this episode would have been spoiled if they put... Well, actually, the previous episode would have been spoiled if they put in this synopsis. So this synopsis came out before episode 15 aired. That means this synopsis has been out for 7 years. Bit of a hiatus joke there, I guess. No one got it? Okay, let's move on. Anyway, so this synopsis came out before that episode. So usually when there is a synopsis without Barry, it means it's either going to spoil some stuff from what Barry was trying to do in the previous episode, or, what he's doing in this episode is spoilery and they don't even want to hint at it. So we know he's going to be doing some stuff with the Speed Force, so they didn't even want to like reference it in the synopsis, which I completely understand. So don't get scared. Barry's in this episode. He's in multiple things in these promo images as well, so don't get worried. But yeah, we do start off the promo images with Ralph. So we have the Ralph arc for this episode. So we see Ralph walking through this door in like a Dutch angle, like that weird angle that's always in that first Thor movie. The first Thor movie. Whenever I think of that movie, all I think is the Dutch angles, like that weird diagonal angle. Anyway, we have Ralph coming this door, looking a bit suave, looking, hey, I've got a scarf on. Now, where is he? Well, we see Sue sitting here. Sue's, I guess, undercover. I guess Ralph's undercover as well. Now, in the background, there is something capital Titments. Now, this could mean City Capital Investments, City Capital Apartments. I'd assume it's investments. It looks like an investment agency in some sort of like bank area, so I'd assume that's where they are. But obviously Ralph is investigating Carver along with Cisco. Cisco's not in these images here, so maybe he's elsewhere. Maybe he's distracting someone while Ralph goes and does some sleuthing, if you want to call it. But yeah, we have Sue here as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how they interact, considering their last encounter. Obviously, remember, Sue sort of bailed on Ralph, and Sue had the diamond, which had the black hole insignia on it. So I guess maybe some details on that diamond led her to here. I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see how this whole thing transpires, I guess, is maybe the best word to use. Obviously, I think some people are disappointed that maybe Sue hasn't been in this season as much, because I think she debuted in episode 12, I think it was. And then we haven't seen it till now, episode 16. So I'm intrigued to see how much she's in this season going on until the end. But I think she's just going to be here for the Black Hole arc. I don't know whether we're going to see her past this, which would be weird why you would include Sue Dearborn. Does become Sue Dibney, like marries Ralph and everything. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But it just seems that she's playing directly into the Black Hole arc, and that's about it. But who knows? They might set something up in this episode which includes her more. We'll have to wait and find out. But the next image we have is very spooky, it's very creepy. I may need a change of pants, because we have Ragdoll, our good old mate with the red hair and the weird mask, and the twisty body, if you want to call it. So we see Ragdoll here, pretty cool shot. But where is he? Well, he's in the same room as Cecile. Cecile's probably looking at him going, "Oh my god, you are terrifying. Please get me away from me. I'm more scared of you than I am of this bomb attached to my chair." So yeah, there's a bomb device thing attached to Cecile's chair. She's obviously got the mask on to protect herself from the illness, so obviously she's 3 steps ahead mentally. I'm strapped to a bomb, but hey, got to protect myself from the virus. So good on you, Cecile, thinking ahead. But the next promo image we have Joe. Once again, diagonal angle, Dutch angle thing. I don't know who took these photos. They have a broken tripod. I'm not too sure. Not too sure what's going on here. But we see Joe is obviously on the hunt for the hunt. Would you call it the hunt for Cecile? The rescue mission for Cecile. It sounds bad if I say the hunt. But yeah, he's on the look for Cecile. Finds her. If we look down there, there's only 3 minutes and 49 seconds left on that bomb until it goes boom. I think when Cecile was sitting on it, there was about, I think it just says just under 5 minutes, like 4:56 or something. Maybe it says 6:56. I think it's, yeah, one of the two. But now it says 3:49 when Joe's with her. Cecile's taken off the mask, so maybe she feels Joe's not infected, so it's okay to... It's not a lot of social distancing going on there, but they know each other, the husband and... or not husband, they're partners, so I guess the mask doesn't need to be worn there. But yeah, you can see the bomb. It's got some C4 or something in there. So there's some concern here. Then he gets Cecile out. Obviously, Cecile is not strapped to the chair, so it's obviously pressure activated, and that's really hinted at when we see Barry show up, but then Joe's on the chair and Cecile's off. So Barry's come in, taken Cecile off, and then Joe sat on it or something. I don't know. Did Barry put Joe there? I'm sort of confused by that. We'll have to wait and see how it looks in the episode, because it's a bit confusing in regards to how all of that happened, to be completely honest, because would Barry just be fast enough to take both of them out? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how... Maybe it makes sense in the episode. We'll have to wait and see the logic that's put forward in the episode. But speaking of the Flash, we do get we get two cool pictures of the Flash here. One where he's standing there going like, "Hey, I'm the Flash, mate. What are you gonna do?" The second one, he's like, "Ooh, I am the Flash," and he's like leaning forward, looking like he's gonna attack someone. Pretty cool photos. Once again, love this suit. Still issues with the neck a bit, bunches a bit, but anyway, still love the suit. It looks really cool. And the past couple of promo images that have come out with episodes when they showed like Barry just in his Flash suit, he's looked really, really cool, so they're doing a good job in regards to that. But yeah, there is a final shot here with Joe sitting on the seat. Now, seeing people spinning this, does Joe die? Now, personally, I've always thought it'd be really, really random if Joe would die in this episode. As soon as the promo images came out and people were saying that, I was like, what a random episode for Joe to die. Like, it'd be a point where it would be less meaningful and they wouldn't kill him. Like, if you're going to kill a character like Joe off, it happens in like the penultimate episode or the finale. That's where it's going to happen. It's not going to happen in episode 16, you know? That's such a random episode for someone like Joe to die. If it was like Camilla or Allegra or someone like that, or Chester, like a side character, then fair enough. But a character like Joe, who's been there since season 1, random as hell if he died in episode 16, and just doesn't make sense, to be completely honest. So let's just throw that in the bin. But it will be interesting to see how Joe gets out of here. Yeah, have to wait and see. I have no idea. But there is some pictures here of Barry, and he seems to be working on something. He's holding... I saw people saying that he was playing like the world's tiniest violin to Iris, because he's, you know, pretty funny, I guess. But he's working on something. You have to assume it's something to do with the Speed Force. He does have that watch on, which obviously is like checks his Speed Force levels and stuff like that, or how much Speed Force he is using. So I'd assume he's making something that's tied to that, or maybe it's something to use against Ragdoll or something. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the episode. But he is building something. There's a lot of stuff laid out everywhere. I can't specifically see what it is, to be completely honest, though. But he has to wear gloves, so it must be important. Black gloves, to be specific as well. Unless, once again, he's just being careful because of the virus that's going around. You never know. But obviously, he's interacting here with the mirror version of Iris now. We know from the trailer that Eva is going to set Mirror Iris to try and, you know, push Barry to drain the rest of his Speed Force energy, because Eva knows that's happening now. So, I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens there, because it looks like they're just talking like normal Barry and Iris. Like, it doesn't look like there's anything different there. But maybe Iris is trying to convince him not to build the new Speed Force or something. Or Mirror Iris is convincing him not to build the new Speed Force or something like that. If I had to make a prediction, I'd probably say that's what's happening here. Because that's what Eva's pretty much telling her to do. But we do finish off the promo images with Barry and I was about to say Barry and Ralph, but Barry and Joe. Barry's holding a phone. I don't know if he's looking at security footage or of something like that. Who knows? But it is the last one. Like, that's in like that room where he was doing the, you know, building all that stuff. But if we go to the last one with Barry and Joe, it's in the normal like hangout room. And I do wonder if Joe reveals to Barry that that's not Iris. Or maybe even Barry might get some hints in this episode that that's not Iris, or he starts to gain suspicions. I know people have been saying, how does Barry not know that's Iris? And if you watch, I think it's episode 11 or 12, Iris goes in that, like, mirror Iris, I think it is at that stage, goes in this, like, not tirade, but like rants a bit, like, oh, you were going to die in crisis and everything like that. I was building myself up to live in a world without the Flash. So that is the version of Iris that Barry thinks is the current one in Earth Prime, the mirror Iris. And that's how she's acting, because she gave that backstory. Barry doesn't know everything that happened in Earth Prime now, post-crisis. He only knows from when he landed there, when he woke up after, the Battle at the Dawn of Time and stuff like that. So that's the version of Iris he thinks exists in Earth Prime. But Joe's probably going to go, hey, like, yo, that's not the go here, mate. What are you doing? That's not your wife. Something's going here. That's not my daughter. So I'd assume things are going to crumble here, or at least Barry's going to get a major suspicion, and then maybe it plays into episode 17. But I have to wait and see what happens there. But I think this is where the avalanche or the snowball is going to start rolling down the hill, if that makes sense. In regards to the Speed Force stuff in this episode, I don't know if it'll be resolved, just because of things. It just seems like there's a lot of stuff going on. But maybe they might make the Speed Force thing like a big arc in this season, towards like episode 19 or 20, or maybe into episode 18. I have to wait and see. But might be a cliffhanger, maybe like a reveal in regards to Barry's new Speed Force and stuff like that. But yeah, it's there's nothing really to hint at it too much in these promo images or even in the trailer, to be completely honest. So I guess we'll have to wait and find out in the episode, which airs in 5 days. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it, show your support. Let me know in the comments section down below your various opinions on these promo images. Which of these get you intrigued for stuff in the episode? Do you have any theories heading into it as well? Let me know all of that in the comments section down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.